Facebook getting into podcasting, Apple, updating their podcast strategy. Let's get into latest podcasting news. Hi, it's Mike from Casefile. Casefile presents. Let's discuss the latest development in podcasting world. Let's start with Facebook news, and they announced it April 19, which was Monday. And like everybody else, they are going into audio. Whatever's happening, you know that sooner or later Facebook will be there. Now, they talk about storytelling, whatever. First thing they kinda announced was a sound studio in your pocket. So called Sound Bites, a new social audio format, and these audio creation tools will enable you to create sound bites. So I'm guessing you want to post something on Facebook, you take your phone, record it quickly, anecdote, joke, or moment of inspiration. There you go, and you can post straight to Facebook. Okay, let's move forward. That's what interests us, which is podcasts, and they are coming to Facebook. So they say that they want to make us able to listen to podcasts directly on the Facebook app, both while using the app or when the app is in the background. Now, because they do work with Spotify, they already have some kind of relationship with Spotify. It's interesting what they actually want to do. Will it be just another podcasting app? So your podcast, let's say it's hosted on Audioboom like Casefile, will it be then also featured on their new podcast, Facebook podcast app within Facebook as an additional place where people can listen, or will it be a Spotify app or something like that? It is still to be seen. And then they are looking at live audio rooms in Facebook and Messenger. So we know that's direct response to Clubhouse, which is kind of like a social media audio app, I guess. I don't know, I'm not on a Clubhouse myself, but okay, monetization opportunities. See, you can make money when doing live audio rooms. There you go. So for some reason audio is in, and of course Facebook wants in as well. It used to be that audio was kind of lame, not music. Music was always, nice and hot, but audio used to be kind of lame. Suddenly we are seen as heroes. I haven't asked for that. I've been doing it for a long time, and it's just what it is. It seems we are sex gods now, the audio production podcast community. Anyway, let's move on. So we got Facebook, they want in on everything, but we're looking at Apple. So what's happening with Apple is they pretty much started the whole podcasting thing like 14 years ago or something with iTunes, and they had departments working on podcasts. They've been updating podcasting app, but that's pretty much it. They allowed everyone to release the podcast, to connect people and their podcasts, but they haven't been kind of treating it as a business. And everyone kept wondering what's planning, because Spotify and iHeart and some other Facebook companies are now gunning for podcasts, and they must have noticed they are losing ground a little bit. And from our own example, when we started, that was over 5 years ago with Casefile, over 80% all the listens were through Apple. Now it's like 60%, and Spotify ate a huge chunk out of it. But anyway, I want to show you one more thing as well. So that was a sort of video, it was like a minute and a half from Apple yesterday's conference. So we got Tim Cook, he's talking, okay, that's all iTunes, and then they revealed like what's happening there and all these podcasts. I don't know if you can see, but what's there in the middle? There we go. That's us, Casefile. slap there in the middle. I don't know why we're there. I'm not going to ask any questions, but I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. Anyway, okay, so we're moving, and then Tim is talking about redesigning their app, so it will kind of look nice and sleek. And there will be a chance to create your profile, which is pretty cool. I think that's what podcasting is lacking, that kind of social element to it. And then I think what they've also announced channels, so you can create like a channel. Let's say Casefile Presents will create a Casefile Presents channel with all our shows, so that's pretty cool. But the biggest change is this: it's subscription. So you'll be able to subscribe to podcasts or channels with cash, like a premium kind of thing, like a Patreon kind of thing. So they're talking about all that, and that's happening next month, so in May. So we'll have iOS 14.5 with redesigned podcast app, and they are introducing Apple subscriptions. Let me jump to Apple Podcasts for creators. First of all, there'll be a slew of new analytics, how to build a new show, marketing bits, all of that, create episode, submit your show. So they are looking at podcasts, and the fact they kind of, talked about it at the beginning of their conference was pretty cool. And looking at the podcast subscription, so that's the biggest change, because in my opinion, there wasn't that much competition to Patreon. I understand there is some, but still, when you listen to podcasts, that's where you usually kind of direct the listeners who want to subscribe and get some premium content. Patreon was number one. That may change with Apple, because you can now offer paid subscriptions, and there'll be few ways to do it. One will, of course, free, then freemium, and then paid. And there it is. So Apple will be taking 30% for the first year, which is quite a bit. But after a subscriber accumulates 1 year of paid service, your net revenue increases to 85 of the subscription price, 85%, which fair enough. It's not too bad, minus applicable taxes. And other podcast revenue, that stays the same. And they also got this sort of page, I'll link it all in descriptions below. They have this page how to set up your show for subscription. I kind of skimmed it, but it gives you options. So if you got your show already, you sort of connect to it, or upload a completely new show. Obviously we'll have to dive deeper and then think about what are we going to do, because with Casefile we do have Patreon, so it'll be very interesting to see how we can use that, so people who don't want to use Patreon, who want to stay within Apple ecosystem, have this option, to get ad-free episodes, to get early release, some bonus content as well. Really, really interesting. And so that was really big announcements from Apple and Facebook. The other thing I want just to quickly show you was, and that came out like a couple weeks ago or a week ago, new charts from Spotify. For now, unfortunately, it's just USA, but it's like this cool looking dashboard where you can see what's trending. You can see top episodes as well as different genres. So let's look at true crime. So we got Pseudoside, that's Casefile Presents show that we released. We were 22 in the US, and Casefile is here, 48 on a true crime genre on Spotify. So I hope they will add a few more countries and at least try to match Apple, because Apple charts are still go-to when anyone wants to have a look at what's happening. We'll see. So my question now is, will Spotify answer with their own subscription model? so people can support Spotify podcasts there within their app as well. Maybe not, I don't know, but the more competition, the more options people have, the better. And it's also better for creators, because it just makes it easier for people to support, the shows, whoever they're listening or watching or sort of consuming the content and want to support the creator. The more options, the better. That is my opinion. We'll see how the whole Apple situation develops, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hit like, and I'll see you later.